Hello friends, this is a tutorial for the Latvian braid, particularly for this Christmas stocking pattern. I love this braid. It provides not only an awesome 3D dimension or texture among your knitting, it works wonderfully to kind of use it as framing borders of pieces as you're knitting transitions from one item to the other. So with this video today, I'm going to go over two parts. The first part is going to be completing that Latvian braid right at the edge after your cast on. And then afterwards, I'll do a part two kind of recapping how do you do that Latvian braid in the round later down on your knitting as well. This part will be a lot faster. They're very, very similar. I just want to walk through both parts of the pattern for you today. So to begin, I've already completed a 2-color twisted German cast on here. If you're not familiar how to complete this, there's a link on the video. There's also a link down in the description below of this exact video showing you how to get this 2-color alternating color work listed down as your cast on. It's very stretchy, highly advisable, wonderful cast on. We are also using that cast on as round 1 in the Latvian braid. So Latvian braid typically takes 3 rounds to complete the braid in itself. That first round is a setup round, and it can be done within your cast on or it can be done within your color work, but you're basically looking at alternating the colors for each stitch all the way across. For this particular Christmas stocking pattern, we wanted to begin with our contrasting color, which is represented today by this purplish pink color. Before I begin the round, from that 2-color twisted German cast on, I had my slip knot, which is not actually cast on stitches. So I'm going to go ahead and push that off. So I have just the stitches that I wanted to use for that twisted German cast on. It'll start off a lot smoother, a lot nicer looking. The next piece is to take your yarn colors, both of them, and pull them up to the front of your work. I know they're normally in the back, but in order for you to purposely twist these yarns as you purl all of these stitches, that twist is going to create those angled stitches along the braid. So every stitch is purled and every stitch has a twist in the yarn before you complete the purl. So if I'm starting off in my round, I'm going to go for my purl position here. I'm going to take that same color, which is nice because you don't have to remember the opposites, just match what's already on your needles. So I need to go purple. I'm going to take that purple, I'm going to twist it underneath the other color, and then I'm going to finish off that purl stitch there. Pull your ends tight. And then I'm going to go for the second stitch. I set up for my purl. I take that same color that I just put the needle in for the purl. So that'd be gray. I twist it underneath the other yarn, bring it up, and complete that purl stitch. So I continue that pattern, taking the color that I need, twisting it underneath. Oops, I forgot to set up my purl. There we go, set up your purl. It's already twisted underneath, and complete that purl. Going in for gray, set it up, twist underneath the other yarn, and complete that purl. Again, set that stitch up with the purl stitch, take the yarn, twist it underneath, and complete your purl. Set up that stitch, take that same color, twist it underneath the other color, and complete your purl. You're going to continue this all the way around until you get back to the beginning of your round. But right before we start that, I kind of want to show you a little bit of the twisting. So my other needle here, and you can see these angles. You're going to be knitting top down. So if you're comparing, you can see these angled angled stitches here matching up with your angles here. And you're going to do that all the way around for round 2. When I get down to the end of round 2, I'll meet up with you and show you how to begin round 3. Okay, so I have finished my round 2, where I was pulling my working yarn underneath the other strand before purling. And now I'm beginning round 3. So you can see it got really quite twisted. but this will become untwisted as we work in round 3. So beginning of round, I go into purl. Now this is my first stitch of round 3. So this is my last stitch where I'm pulling my working yarn underneath the other strand. Probably, yeah, because it's so twisted. So last one, pull it underneath the other yarn and complete the purl. Now we begin in the other direction. But I set up for my purl, I take that working yarn now and I pull it on top, I twist it on top of the other yarn. And I complete the purl. Again, set up, take that working yarn, twist it on top of the other color, and complete my purl. Your purl, take that top yarn. You can see that it's already twisted, so it's already twisting on top of the other color, which makes it really easy for the setup in this twist now, is as you're undoing that, that twist is going to start going away, but it also kind of helps you have that working yarn already twisted on top. See how it curls over? So if I pull both and hook it, it's still over that yarn. Kind of a quicker way to do the stitch once you get comfortable. Just make sure that you have that working yarn, the matching color is pulled over the other color, and complete that stitch. So you have to work it over, complete that stitch. So you're going to continue that all the way around, and you can see braid forming. So again, if I turn it to match this existing project here, that cast on starts to curl away, and then it's just your braid that's left. So I have my angled stitches from my round 2, and then my angled stitches from round 3 going this way to match this. So go all the way around to round 3, complete that round, and then you will continue on your stitches the rest of the pattern as the pattern dictates. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish this round, and then I'm going to do a couple of just regular knit stitches down a ways, and then I can show you a quick recap of the same steps but further down your project as well. Okay, so we finished the Latvian braid in part 1, and then I went ahead and did a whole bunch of knitting in the round to kind of represent maybe some of these gaps in between where you're following your colorwork pattern and finishing up the tutorial, just kind of showing you the steps for doing the Latvian braid in the middle of a project. It's very similar to starting off at the beginning. The beginning you did the 2-color twisted German cast on as your setup row round for round 1. When you're working in the middle of your work, if you can see, like, all this color work here was just plain white as I got closer to the braid, which is kind of representative here with the gray. You need to set up an alternating stitch pattern for round 1. So for this pattern here, you're starting off with your contrast color and then going to your main color and then alternating all the way around. So you grab the yarn how you prefer to hold it for your color work. Remember, always grab that dominant color that you want to have more forward on your piece is the yarn, the working yarn that is held under. So I like my contrast color on this project to stand more prominent on my color work. I know that's not really a big deal. For setup on the Latvian braid, it's more of just good practice and keeping things, you know, nice and tidy and the same as you go. Keep a good habit. I don't want to change things. So if you can see, I kept all of the green here as dominant forward facing. So I want that color to stay underneath, and then my main color, which is in the background, I hold above. So I pick it up from the top and it laps over the contrast color. So you just continue this all the way around until you get to your marker for round 1. Okay, so we finished round 1. Now we're going on to round 2. To begin, you pull your working yarn forward so that you're able to twist it before finishing your purl stitches. So set up for your purl, take the corresponding color, so the same color, I have my purple set up. So I'm going to take that purple, I wrap it underneath the other yarn, and I finish my purl. And then I continue that method all the way around. So I set up for my gray, put the gray underneath the purple, and finish the purl. And I'll continue this method all the way around for round 2, plus the first stitch of round 3. And remember, it's going to get twisted as we go. This twist will unwind as you work in round 3. All right, so you finished round 2 all the way up to your marker. You're beginning round 3. Set up for your purl stitch, and this is the last one that you have to pull the working yarn underneath the other color. Finish that purl, and now for every stitch for all of round 3 afterwards, it's still a purl stitch, but you're pulling the working yarn over the other color. And all of that twisting from round 2 will start to come undone, and it kind of makes these stitches a little bit easier because the coil is automatically putting that next color that you need on top. As you complete each purl all the way around. And that's going to finish up your Latvian braid here for round 3 in the middle section. Now the last piece is, if you notice, this wants to kind of coil up on you. This is why blocking is so important. This will kind of stay this way, wanting to fold up through this first part while you're doing your project. Don't let that worry you. Once you block it and you physically pin this down while it's drying, it will stay uncoiled like it is here, but it won't do that until you block it. It was bothering me, so I actually was about down here knitting and stopped and got this damp and pinned it down and dried, and then continued on just to keep it from coiling up on me. So you're welcome to do that. Make sure you block your work. It's really going to pay off, especially with that Latvian braid up on your border. So that ends the tutorial for the Latvian braid on the Christmas stocking. I hope this was helpful. If you have any other questions, let me know in the comments below.